Friday Campus Debate is one of programs implemented by Citizen Voice and Actions in partnership with National Endowment for Democracy, with a purpose to create a space of endless opportunity and possibilities for youth to participate in policy and decision-making process as CVA prepares them to become responsible leaders and active members of their communities. In the long run, CVA seeks, through Friday Campus Debate, to empower the youth and position them very well, lead effort to build an open society that tolerates divergent opinions as one of the core democratic values. The Friday Campus Debate develop values and characters of leadership among the youth, boost their critical thinking skills for accountable and responsive leadership, and build their confidence and boost their meaningful engagement in government programs and process that matter most to them. The Friday Campus Debate is implemented through student-led good governance clubs set up in University of Rwanda Huye campus in the Southern Province, University of Rwanda Nyagatare campus in the Eastern Province, and ELK Kigali in Kigali City. At Kigali Independent University, students on Thursday, August 12, were rocked into a tough debate under the theme NST1.
Much of the time, I'm going to introduce the motion. The motion says, youth should increase their participation in good governance process as a key to achieve NST1, which is National Strategy for Transformation 1 in Rwanda. I precise in Rwanda. Thank you very much. Good governance are activities of formulation and introducing, controlling and receiving policies, guidelines, rules, procedures, instruments, and technologies that guide process management practices. I wish to emphasize that we are talking of a process in good governance. The NTS1 holds three pillars: the economic pillar, the social pillar, and the transformational pillar. We are talking of the youths increasing their participation. They should increase their participation in good governance to achieve the NTS1. The reason we are affirming this, ladies and gentlemen, is because today we have seen that in Rwanda, we already have active youths. We have Aspire Debate Rwanda, as you could see, one of the agitators today is a youth. We have the Youth Connect, we have the AYLF, African Youth Leadership Forum, and we also have the CVA, who is chairing the competition of today, who are still youths. But now the need is this: we are trying to increase more youths who are going to bring Rwanda not only to the NTS1, but further to Vision 2050.
These are all part of what the first speaker talked about. So the first speaker for the proposing side talked about our case line. Our case line is active participation by the youth in good governance process, encourages the participation of youth from all sectors of life. What does this mean? This means that the youth get to take upon their shoulders the future which is theirs to take. This means that when you see your fellow youth in a position where they're influencing resource allocation, the first speaker talked about resource allocation. Let me expound on it. Resource allocation is a process of good governance. We are here today not to talk about good governance, but the good governance process, and why the youth should increase their participation in this process. Why is it so important that the future of our country should be left to the people who are going to be existing there in the future? We don't know of a person currently who lives that is 150 years old. That means that the youth of today are the future of tomorrow. Taking again what the first speaker from the opposing side talked about, the principles of good governance. He said equal participation. And this is what we're advocating for. Equal participation from youth, from all sectors of life, to come and talk about the policies, to have a decision-making power. I'll take your point in a minute. To have a decision-making power in the policies that affect them, their future, the resources of the country. State your point.
Oh, you're talking about equal participation. Are the youth in the country now equipped enough to participate in decision-making?
The youth are actually equipped. Look at this forum which we are here in today. We are here today to discuss policy. We are not here learning how to make furniture, yet we are sitting on furniture. We are here to talk about policy that talks about the resource allocation, which is our case line. which is the first point for us, sorry. Our case line talks about the youth being in a position where they encourage the other youth. The other youth are able to come through because you see a fellow person is there. And when they are there talking about this resource allocation, we know where to target the specific youth of our country. Rwanda has 80% of its young people living in rural areas. So you can't tell me that young people living in rural areas do not want a say in the matters that affect their lives, in the matters that are going to affect their children's lives, in the matters that are going to affect their grandchildren's life. So we are here today not to argue about what the point is. The opposition has already proved that point for us. They have already proved that youth increase in good governance process is a good thing. They are not even opposing that fact. They're just bringing other facts. We're here to talk about something that encompasses the entire country. We're here to talk about something that's going to touch the generations of this country, not just in a social way, not just in an economic way, but also in transformative governance. This is the point we're trying to make, and up to now, the opposition is not going to refute any fact that we lay upon here. So the link back to the main point, which is the youth should increase their participation in order to achieve the NST 1. So the youth should increase this participation. And if anyone is going to come upon this podium and explain to us that the youth should not, then you'll know that your future is in dire peril. Why? Because someone who does not want you to take cognizance of how your future is going to be managed, the natural resources of the country are going to be managed by someone in the future. If you don't start training them today for the responsibilities which they are supposed to shoulder on tomorrow. Rwanda has already set a standard so high, coming from where it has come from, learning from their history, and building up.
Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to this one. 58% to 56%, ladies and gentlemen. Extreme poverty has also fell by 4%, from 40% to 35%. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all good results of good governance. That we have active youth, ladies and gentlemen, we have CVA, which is already engaged in good governance, which is giving us a platform to advocate our opinions, to put out opinions for policymakers. We already have that. I really like the fact that they know that we have active youth who are already engaged into a good governance process.
The three judges listened carefully to what the debaters were saying and how factful their arguments were. The judges thanked the debaters but still advised the debaters so that they should do better in future debates. Citizen Voice in Actions, a youth-led organization promoting democratic governance and human rights, believes the culture of debating for the youth is important in terms of developing their critical thinking.
As we 12 August, we annually celebrate youth achievements and assess what youth are going to put more emphasis for them to perform more in the coming years. Today, CVA organized a campus debate, Friday campus debates, with a purpose of creating a space, a safe space for young people to discuss ideas, to make them feel part of the policy making process. Yes, we want to have their ideas. We want not them to always feel as passive recipients of this policy that are taken by the government. That's the main purpose of this Friday campus debate. In short, CVA engage young people through different approaches. It was not in universities, we also go there in the communities. We have monthly schools of dialogue that are monthly done by a group of young people at sector level in Gatsibo and Ibigesera district. We implemented 2 districts and the 2 sectors from each district. There they discuss issues, challenges that are affecting the community and come up with the solutions and how they can be part of this solving team. This is the first approach. The second approach, we do roundtable discussions into the district. It is a big event, more than the monthly schools of dialogue, because it brings more than 80 and 100 young people to discuss on certain issues that are in the community. We also have the policy dialogue on youth engagement. It's an annual event which brings young people from every corner of the country. It's a big, and we are so great that it's an achievement that we meet young people from different districts of the country and discuss on issues that are affecting, are hindering their engagement into the political arena of the country. We also have good governance clubs that are at universities. And from this good governance club, we came up with an idea of introducing these Friday campus debates. Yes, the clubs are there, they are functioning, but can't we tell them to go through debates, to debate on policies, to debate on programs, to debate, are we really engaged into policy making, or we are engaged into policy implementation? We just want them to be part of the policy making process rather than being only into policy implementation. That's the main focus of these Friday campus debates.
Debaters say that their public speaking skills are growing and hope that it will help them reach further.
I think debates really helps us to grow critical thinking, because we had a motion yesterday. So in that moment, we just had as in 20 hours to prepare the debate, as in to get information, get statistics, get all the necessary details we have, and come and have a debate again the next day. So it really puts you in a position where you have to be open-minded and look at things globally, not just on a stagnant perspective, but look at things from every point of view. And sharing information also with people from different fields of studies also permits you to see things differently.
Debating is very good. It helps people to increase their capacity of public speaking. It helps you to be open-minded, because when you have a debate, you have to do research. It helps you to know things that you didn't know before, statistic things and all, information, data. And also it helps you to live in society, in community with other people from maybe different cultures, different countries, and you can be more open-minded than before.
They debated fiercely, but in the end the judges announced the winners and both teams shook hands. The affirmative won the debate and walked away with prizes, including smartphones, which will help them enhance their research skills. Onlookers commended the debating skills of the students and said that they think a debating student has a bright future.
It was very fun to watch. It was good being part of the audience, seeing what our fellow youth are being able to battle up with their ideas, coming up with what they actually think should be done for our better Rwanda of tomorrow. Yeah.
The debate, I think, it's really good, and I encourage everyone, that is students, and I do even encourage the government to invest. I know they're doing that, but I mean increase the rate to more invest in debates, so that more debates should be happening, because they tackle into many things, public speaking skills, research skills, because you can't just go in front of people and start presenting without research. You have to be at good research. You speak, it improves many things. So I do encourage high schools, universities, to invest more in debate.
Debate is important because it helps us to do research, more research, then to gather world information at large, not only the sector you are studying in, but other sectors.
Education experts say that debate is a treasured activity for students of all skill levels, because debate teaches useful skills for other academic faculties and life more generally.
We believe that debates are platforms which train students to think critically, and also with a critical thinking. When someone can think critically, he can be a solution finder. For example, if the country, the government is facing problems, the students who are the products we are releasing every year, we believe they go out to the marketplace with the solutions. But it's better when a student has joined the debate club, because when you're debating, that's when you can easily think critically and be in a position to find a solution, or to suggest the best way things should be done. We have to thank them from the bottom part of our heart, because what they have done supplements in one way or another what we do here. We like people who come here not simply to visit, but to come with a message, or with a way of contributing to what we do on a daily basis. So, as you said, we are not going to stop this, because the best things are there to be sustained, so that they may continue to bring solutions. So we are going to maintain this, not because we need to win competitions, but because we need to be solution finders. As I said, debaters are people who can easily find solutions for problems the country is facing or the society at large is facing.
And this is why CVA is expanding the debating culture to other universities and even other youth in rural areas in order to build confident speaking in public and expressing their ideas eloquently.
No, this Friday Campus is a new approach that we are starting to do with these good governance clubs. We are in the piloting phase, and the phase is starting to Yirika Kigali, UR Nyagatare, and UR Huye campus. And we plan to expand to other campuses also.
CVA Rwanda, with support of National Endowment for Democracy, debating culture will be enshrined in the Rwandan society.